Championship, win number 3 in 2007.
Pick. 20 years of trying, 20 years of frustration. Dale Earnhardt will come to the caution flag to win the Daytona 500. 3 and 4, make room. Richard Petty and Dale Earnhardt. There's another 7-time champ. Jimmy Johnson wins his 7th NASCAR Sprint Cup championship.
Welcome back to the Slide Job Podcast. I'm your host, Ben Miller, joined here by co-host Brennan Bull Davis.
What's up, man?
What's going on, Bull? How you doing, man? How was your weekend?
Man, I know this is a NASCAR podcast, but I had a realization this weekend that I'm getting old. I've started drinking coffee, and I had that realization. Now drinking coffee in the morning, not a good feeling. Not a good realizing you're getting old.
Yeah. I hear you there. Just talking about my weekend. Overall, it was good. I got to go to a high school football game. Also, watched some highlights of the Wildcats taking down Purdue, I should say. So that was definitely.
I had a real weird feeling. That's why Colton's not here today.
I definitely believe you on that for sure. But it was great to see the Wildcats in action. I mean, looking like title number 9 is on the way. But other than that, I got to enjoy a good Sunday, watching some NASCAR, of course. And I hate to bring this up, but unfortunately, I watched the Bengals lose to the Jets. I mean, pain, man, pain, absolute pain.
So I was watching a little bit of the game before the race started. And then I started flipping back and forth, and it got 31-16. I was like, I'm just going to turn the race on, and I'm just going to watch it.
Yep.
And then the next thing I know, it's 38-30, and the Jets have the ball. And I'm like, what the crap is going on? So I turned back the race off, turned back the game just to see the Jets score, and I couldn't even watch the final drive.
Yeah, it's definitely unfortunate there, but man, especially if you're a Bengals fan, just this year, man, sucks. But other than that, we will go ahead and get into the show. We will do our Martinsville recap. We will do a championship 4 preview in Phoenix, talk about that a little bit, and then we will do Fly the Flag, and then of course we will end the show with our power rankings. But let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and get into our Martinsville recap. I got the top 10 results right here. Just got to scroll up. I apologize. Starting off with our top 10 results. Winning the race, of course, William Byron getting his 3rd win of the year and punching his ticket to the championship 4 in Phoenix. Coming in second is Ryan Blaney. 3rd place is Byron's Hendrick teammate Chase Elliott. 4th is Ross Chastain. Kyle Larson in 5th. Ryan Preece in 6th. Christopher Bell in 7th. Joey Logano in 8th. Todd Gilliland in 9th. 2 top 10s in a row for the 34. And rounding out the top 10 is Josh Berry. And just a couple notable just 2 notable drivers to point out. 2 JGR teammates, Denny Hamlin and Chase Briscoe, with Hamlin finishing in 35th and Chase Briscoe in 37th, both having engine failures. But just to get into the race itself, starting off with stage 1, William Byron led the field to green from the pole. And then as we get into lap 28, Daniel Suarez spins after contact from Bubba Wallace, bringing out the caution. And but I mean, pretty much other than that, I mean, it was the William Byron show. I mean, he had a fast car throughout the day, led every single lap in the stage, and ultimately winning stage 1. And then as we get into stage 2, William Byron continuing to dominate. I mean, he had a fast car. He was really hard to pass. Mainly the only car that can keep up with him was Ryan Blaney. And on lap 216, Carson Hocevar spins in turn 2 after contact with Daniel Suarez, bringing out the caution. And then a couple other things to point out. Lap 230, Cole Custer spins after contact from Josh Berry, bringing out the caution. And as we saw in this race, we saw Ryan Blaney work his way up through the field. I mean, from starting 31st. And he was running 2nd during this time of the race. And but yeah, Blaney overall, he looked like he had a strong car, looking like he was going to make it 3 in a row in the fall race at Martinsville. And then as we get into lap 242, Cody Ware loses a right rear tire and spins in turn 3, bringing out the caution. But at the end of stage 2, it was still Willie B dominating as he won stage 2. And then as we get into our final stage right here, on the restart, Ryan Blaney stays out, giving him some good track position as he was able to get the lead from Tyler Reddick. And then on lap 296, last week's Talladega winner Chase Briscoe loses an engine, but no problem. He's already on to the championship 4 with that win last week. And then a couple laps, well, I wouldn't say a couple laps. On lap 330, Riley Herbst suffers a engine issue. I mean, 2 Toyotas. And on lap 339, Denny Hamlin has an engine issue, but he's another driver that's already locked into Phoenix with that win in Vegas, so no problem. And pretty much the rest of the stage, it was William Byron versus Ryan Blaney for the win and see who's going to punch their ticket to Phoenix to battle for a championship. But with 44 laps to go, Byron makes contact with Blaney and makes the pass for the lead. And then, I mean, pretty much from that point, Byron, he was tough to catch. But as we get into 18 laps to go, I mean, this is a huge caution. It was good for some drivers, not so much for others. As Carson Hocevar spins, bringing out the caution and sets up for another restart with 12 laps to go as William Byron leads. But I mean, Blaney couldn't catch him there at the end as William Byron wins at Martinsville, getting his 3rd win of the season, advances on to Phoenix, and joining Chase Briscoe, Denny Hamlin, and Kyle Larson as the drivers that will battle for a championship. And the drivers who are eliminated were Ryan Blaney, Christopher Bell, Chase Elliott, and Joey Logano. So, yeah, I mean, overall, it was a good race. But, Bull, what really stood out from this Martinsville race?
The Byron dominance is what stood out to me the most. We had a little chat going on before the race, and all of us thought HMS was going to win the race.
Mm-hmm.
But I never expected to lead 200. I think it was 200 and something laps, maybe even 300.
Yeah, it was 304 laps.
Yeah, but I never expected that kind of dominance from Byron. He's led that many laps before and not been able to close the race.
Mm-hmm.
I never expected that coming from him. But one thing I want to ask, what did you think of that bump and run he gave Blaney with roughly 40 laps left?
I mean, that's Martinsville for you, man. I mean, when a championship berth is on the line, I mean, these were 2 drivers who went into that race in a must-win situation, and that was one of the keys going into this race. When it comes crunch time, as the laps are winding down, if an opportunity is there, one of those guys, they're definitely going to take it. So, yeah, I feel like overall that was great racing, and yeah, I felt like with William Byron being in a must-win situation like Blaney, I mean. I knew when Byron was going to get to him that he was going to try to make an aggressive move to see what he can do to try to get that lead. But yeah, I mean, overall, that was definitely great racing between those 2 guys. And Blaney, he didn't get too upset about it because he said if he were in Byron's shoes, he would have done the same thing. So I definitely respect that from Ryan Blaney. But overall, though, as a NASCAR fan, that was great to see. I mean. 2 drivers who are in a must-win situation, doing everything they can to try to punch their ticket to Phoenix and battle for a championship. Yeah, overall, that was definitely a great battle. I mean, that's what I expected as we went into this race was 2 drivers below the cut line, battling it out for the lead, doing whatever they can to try to make a pass and advance on to Phoenix and compete for the win. So, yeah, overall, that was definitely a great battle for sure.
One other thing that stood out to me is the cautions, and it was always between Spire and Trackhouse.
Mm-hmm.
The Daniel Suarez Spire Motorsports Wreckfest that happened was something to see, and pretty sure he's going there next year. So that was not a very good start to that relationship. I think he spun Hocevar a couple times. McDowell got into him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was just an interesting battle. But for the most part, I will say the cars that were towards the end of the race, what made that battle so good between Byron and Blaney is the cars that weren't affected were getting out of the way and letting those 2 guys battle. They even mentioned it on the broadcast a couple times that you've had 34 races to be in this spot, and why affect the race? but they
Yeah.
were letting those two guys battle out for the win, knowing
Mhm.
that they had to be in a must-win situation.
Yeah, definitely for sure. I mean, yeah, it's definitely that was definitely cool to see that the lap cars they let those guys go by and let them duke it out for a championship. So I definitely respect that because they're not racing for anything. I mean, they're laps down. They're pretty much done. I mean, they're not the ones racing for the win or the championship. So just might as well just let them go on by and just let them battle it out. But yeah, back to the whole Spire Trackhouse incident. I mean, yeah, that was definitely interesting to see. I mean, the whole thing with Carson Hocevar and Daniel Suarez. I mean, yeah, they're going to be teammates next year, and as I was seeing that throughout the day, I'm just like, man, these guys are going to be teammates next year. Like, this is how we're going to go in next year to 2026. But yeah, that was definitely interesting to see. But yeah, just to get my take on William Byron. Just gotta pull up my notes here real quick. But yeah, I mean, overall though, he definitely had a dominant car. I mean, leading 304 laps. He had a fast car all weekend. He started on the pole. He was hard to keep up with throughout the race. I mean, huge win after what that huge win after what he's been through the last couple of weeks with Las Vegas and Talladega. I mean, I just look back at those two races and think what could have been. I mean, he had a fast car in Vegas before crashing into Ty Dillon. He was in position to win at Talladega or at least get a top five finish up until Carson Hocevar spun him into the tri-oval, losing a lot of points, which put him in this must-win situation to get the job done in Martinsville. But yeah, going into this Martinsville race this weekend, they were motivated coming in. Their season was on the line. They knew that. I knew as a race fan that he was going to be a factor uh, to pull off the win, and he definitely did that. They had the speed. They've had the speed the last few weeks, but they just were not getting the results. But yeah, I just think what could have been at Las Vegas, what could have been at Talladega, but not only at the Martinsville race, but the last couple weeks at Vegas and Talladega, they made a statement saying that we belong into the championship four and we deserve to go out and battle for a championship. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, they were definitely motivated to get that win. So
Yeah, I agree. Byron's had a good season, but he's had a lot of unlucky situations come around. He's not been able to close races. Uh, Lost some of the races that he should have won. He should
mhm,
have. If you look back, he should have 3 or 4 wins this year. Uh,
exactly,
and
yeah.
just and just being able to finally close out a race Saturday night or Sunday and get that victory was huge for that team.
hmm For sure, for sure. I mean, yeah, that's a really good point that you brought up. I mean, we've seen that 24 car dominate a majority of these races. I mean, I think back to Darlington, the Coca-Cola 600, a couple wins that got away from him. But yeah, I mean, overall as a race fan, it's definitely cool to see that he goes out, dominates a race, and it finally works out for him at the end to get that win. So overall,
How
yeah,
how do you, if you're Toyota right now, how do you feel after this race? How do you feel after this race today, going into the championship race next week, with 3 cars affiliated with JGR having engine trouble? I mean, how does
yeah.
that make you feel? I
Oh
know you.
man, yeah. I mean, the week before the championship race, I mean, in a way, I definitely would be concerned going into Phoenix, but yeah, I mean, they just got to get back to the shop and see what went wrong at Martinsville and see what they can take from that race into Phoenix and make sure they don't have any problems throughout that race. I mean, that's a huge one next week. I mean, obviously, they're those are two drivers battling for a championship, Hamlin and Briscoe, and yeah, we'll definitely have to see what happens because I mean, in a way, if I'm either Hamlin or Briscoe, I would definitely be anxious a little bit because I mean, when you have two engine failures from the same organization, I mean, that's definitely concerning, considering that you're battling for a championship next week. So,
And
I mean,
and then they also had a third engine failure with Hertz. I mean,
yeah,
I know he's
yeah,
not technically JGR, but he's 2311 and affiliated with JGR. So
yeah,
three of their cars.
yeah. It's yeah, definitely, yeah, that's definitely concerning for sure. I mean, in a way though, I feel like maybe they were trying some new stuff out that maybe they didn't really try out at the beginning of the season. But yeah, that's pretty much it's pretty much where I stand with the engine trouble with the Toyota engine racing troubles. So yeah, I mean, I feel like that they're definitely going to figure it out this week. They'll be studying hard to see went wrong specifically to make sure that doesn't happen in Phoenix. But but yeah, it'll be interesting for sure. But I just want to talk about one driver here real quick, Christopher Bell. I mean, obviously, he won't for the second year in a row. He's obviously not going to battle for a championship in Phoenix. But I just think for the second year in a row as a race fan, I just think, what if for Christopher Bell? I mean, like I mentioned, for the second year in a row, he will not advance to the championship four to battle for a championship in Phoenix. I mean, when you look back at his season, though, he's been one of the most consistent drivers this year. I mean, he's been really consistent throughout the playoffs, going into Martinsville with 8 straight top 10 finishes. I mean, he's been one of the favorites all season to finally break through to get that first championship. I mean, he proved it at the beginning of the year, winning three races in a row. I mean, everybody thought that this is his year to win the championship. But I mean, this is a driver that deserves to go battle for a championship. I mean, he's always been strong at Phoenix, where he is consistently up front, leading laps and dominating, and he puts himself in the best position to win. But like I said, as a fan, I just think, what if for Christopher Bell? I mean, if he were to advance, he would arguably be the favorite. I mean, I'm sure he would be a lot of people's favorites, and yeah, I feel like just looking back at that, how he's not going to be able to battle for a championship. I mean, this is one of the reasons why the race fans are wanting to make a change in the playoff system. I mean, playoff system, excuse me. Like, just go back to the regular season, try to award more consistency. So, yeah, I feel like, yeah, it's just really unfortunate for Christopher Bell because it would have been fun to see him with his teammates to go out and battle for a championship for sure. I mean, but yeah, like I said, I just think, what if for Christopher Bell yet again?
Yeah, I really feel bad for Christopher Bell. Had a great season. Came in 35 points, I think it was,
Yes.
above the cut line. And the only thing that could have kept him out was a new guy winning. And he just happened to get Byron on the best day he's had, leading 300 laps, having a great race, and just not able to keep them out of victory.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely for sure. But was there anything else that stood out to you for?
No, I
No,
think I'm
you're good.
good. I think we covered that part.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good. Moving on to our next segment. So our championship four preview. We got Denny Hamlin, Chase Briscoe, William Byron, and Kyle Larson. So, Bull, as you look at these four drivers as we head into Phoenix next week, I mean, they're going to be battling for a championship. What are your early thoughts as we go into the championship race in Phoenix? And what do you look forward to seeing out of each and every driver, or one driver that really stood out to you?
The I want to go back to the topic we just talked about was the Toyota.
Mhm.
Um, that's something that I'm interested in. The issues that we've talked about it before. If you go back to roughly the Texas race, the Kansas race, and I can't remember the other one. There was 3, 4 races in a row where Toyota, or particularly Hamlin, had issues.
Mm.
They've had issues, mechanical issues, a couple times this year. So that kind of worries me for that aspect of for Hamlin and Briscoe. Both of them blew an engine Saturday, and then they also, like I mentioned, had Riley Herbst blow an engine.
Mhm.
So if they have mechanical issues, that's not going to be good. Uh, I mean, obviously that's not going to be good, but as good a season as Hamlin's had this year, he really deserves a fair shake, winning that championship. As he's pretty much got every other trophy in the sport that he can get except for a championship.
Yeah.
And the one other thing that I'm looking forward to is who has the best qualifying, because we know how important at Phoenix that first pit stall is. And of these guys, Chase Briscoe has been one of the best qualifiers. Got numerous poles this year. Have been very good at qualifying. So that's one thing I'm looking to see is which of these four get that number one pit stall.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, a lot of great points there. I mean, you pretty much took the words right out of my mouth. I mean, yeah, just looking at the mechanical issues that JGR had last week last week at Martinsville, excuse me. Yeah, that'll definitely be one of the questions going into this championship race. I mean, I'm sure there'll be some people that are concerned, but yeah, like you said, Denny Hamlin. I mean, he's dealt with a couple of mechanical issues earlier this year, and yeah, you definitely bring up a great point with qualifying. That'll be a huge factor going into the weekend. I mean, qualifying has always been so important to a number of these races, and especially with getting that number one pit stall. I mean, you mentioned, I mean, Chase Briscoe, he's definitely been a great qualifier this year. I mean, arguably the best. So it'll be interesting to see um, what these drivers can do on Saturday, to see what kind of speed they bring to the track, bringing that into the race. But yeah, I think yeah, just looking at the championship four, I mean, definitely Denny Hamlin. He's definitely deserving of a championship for sure. And I mean, overall, he's had a great season, and he definitely proves that he can finally break through to get that elusive first championship. And I mean, just looking at Chase Briscoe and the type of season that he has, it kind of reminds me of Kevin Harvick's 2014 season with Stewart Haas Racing. As we all know, that was his first season with Stewart Haas, and had a great year, and they ultimately won the championship. Harvick's first, finally broke through to get that title. But I mean, when you look at William Byron, I mean, he's coming on strong the last couple of weeks. I mean, he's had fast cars at Las Vegas. Had a fast car at Las Vegas. He had a great car at Talladega. I mean, showing great top five speed, and could have won at Las Vegas, but I mean, of course, the incident with Ty Dillon, and Talladega came close to winning. I mean, he was leading up until, he could have had a top five there as well, but ultimately got spun in the tri-oval. So yeah, I mean, just looking at his performance last week at Martinsville, leading 304 laps, yeah, that definitely brought that team some momentum, and yeah, they're going to be ones to watch on Sunday, and yeah, it's definitely going to be a fun one to watch, because he's Phoenix has been a good track for William Byron. I mean, he's a great qualifier there. He shows up with lots of speed. He's running up front, leading these laps, and yeah, I think he's definitely going to be a factor for sure. And I mean, you can never count out Kyle Larson in a championship battle too. I mean, he's been here before. He's made a number of championship four appearances. I mean, of course, 2021 Cup Series champion. And yeah, you definitely can't count him out either. I mean, he always runs good at Phoenix. I mean, another driver that we see up front leading laps, and he's definitely going to be in contention to battle it out. I think he'll bring a fast car this weekend too. So yeah, I mean, overall, it's going to be fun to watch.
We might be talking about this a little bit later. Do you think one of these four wins the race, or do you think Penske still wins the race and it's a battle for second place?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's definitely a good point that you brought up there, Bull. I mean, yeah, I can definitely see a non-playoff driver, like both Penske drivers, breaking through, or well, I wouldn't say breaking through, be a factor to get in the way of the championship battle, and just go out and win. I mean, you know, we see Logano. Phoenix has been a good track for him, especially in the fall, where he dominated last year and ultimately winning his third Cup Series championship. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I mean, Phoenix has always been really good for Ryan Blaney. He's been one of the most consistent drivers in the desert. I mean, this is another driver that he runs consistently up front. He's put together great finishes. So, yeah, I can definitely see Penske try to get in the way of the championship battle to see if they can ultimately end 2025 on a high note, winning a race and winning the final race of the season, I should say. But yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting to watch. But in a way, I feel like I feel like one of the championship 4 drivers is going to pull through to get the win and the championship.
I kind of think it's going to be like the the Ross Chastain win with Blaney finishing second, winning the championship.
Okay.
I think it's going to be something similar to that. I think Blaney or Logano is going to come in pissed off, and try to prove a point that they deserve to be in that final four
Mhm.
and win the race. And then it's a battle for second.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just looking at Ryan Blaney last week, I mean, he was the only driver that was able to challenge William Byron, and he ultimately led 177 laps at Martinsville. I mean, of course, didn't get the win, but yeah, I feel like Blaney, he's definitely going to come into Phoenix angry. Why he deserves to be in the championship 4. I mean, he's obviously been one of our most consistent drivers this season, and yeah, it'll definitely be interesting to see for sure. Because I mean, he's a driver that does definitely deserve to battle for a championship. I mean, unfortunately, didn't go his way there at the end at Martinsville. I mean, overall, just had a tough round of 8. But yeah, was there anything else? Or you pretty much covered it?
Pretty much covered it.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. So we will move on to our fly the flag. So Bull, our first question this week is: William Byron the new championship favorite after his dominating performance at Martinsville?
I'm gonna say red flag. I still, even though with the mechanical issues, I still like the Toyotas win the race. If I'm not mistaken, Christopher Bell won the spring race
Mhm.
in the JGR equipment. Um, so we got two JGRs in the Champ Four, and as we mentioned, one of them has been one of the best qualifiers, and how big uh, that number one pit stall is at Phoenix.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with red flag. I think he may even be fourth in the odds to win the championship. I like his teammate Kyle Larson better to win before before Byron.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go yellow flag on this one. I mean obviously William Byron, he's coming into Phoenix red hot. I mean, this team has been performing well the last few weeks, showing up with great top 5 speed. I mean, like I mentioned, at Vegas and Talladega, he had a shot to win both those races, and obviously coming in with big momentum from his Martinsville win, leading 304 laps, absolutely dominating that race. So yeah, I feel like going into this weekend, this team is definitely going to be dangerous. But yeah, I mean, in a way, I mean, it's up in the air, to be honest. I mean, Chase Briscoe, he's coming in red hot in Phoenix, along with Denny Hamlin. I feel like those guys, they're definitely going to be factors. So yeah, I feel like in a way, it's definitely up in the air on who's the championship favorite. And moving on to our second question: Are all 4 championship 4 drivers deserving to go battle for a championship? Bull, what do you think?
I'm going to go red flag again. If you look at these stats, do you know who the driver that has secured the most points since the beginning of the playoffs is?
I do not know at the top of my head. Who is it?
It is Christopher Bell. He has
Mm,
scored the most points dating back since the beginning of the playoffs. And yet he's going to be watching from the back, from the outside looking in next Sunday as we race for the championship in Phoenix.
all right.
If uh, if if from the stats that I saw, if this was um, if it was the 10 race chase, Christopher Bell would be leading with he would have a 6 point lead
Mhm.
over second place, which I think was Kyle Larson, has earned the most.
Yeah. Interesting. Interesting. Um, yeah, I think I'm going to go yellow flag on this one. I mean that's a good point that you brought up there, Bull. I mean, with Christopher Bell, yeah, I feel like yeah, I'm just going to go yellow flag on this one because I definitely feel like Bell, he's one of the drivers that definitely deserves to go out and battle for a championship, but ultimately came up short in Martinsville. So yeah, I'm going yellow flag for that one. And last but not least, our final question of the Fly the Flag segment. Will Sam Mayer get fined for wrecking Jeb Burton after the checkered flag on Saturday night in Martinsville from the Xfinity race? Bull, what do you think?
I'm going to say green flag.
Hmm.
They were kind of going back and forth the whole race. Seen some transcripts from some of the scanners. It's kind of leading to this was going to happen. But anytime the race is over, under caution, you don't wreck somebody, especially after the checkered flag.
Hmm.
People are already starting to loosen up their belts. Kind of the race is over. They're expecting pull into down pit road, not expecting it. So it's a huge safety hazard. People are starting to come out. The pit crews are coming out to greet the winner. So I'm going to go green flag, and he should.
Yeah. Yeah, I 100% agree with you, Bull. I'm going green flag on this one as well. I mean, just wrecking somebody after the checkered flag is definitely unacceptable and definitely unsafe. And I mean, I know they were definitely going at it throughout the race, but yeah, I feel like Mayer, that was a little bit too much from him. And yeah, I feel like he definitely deserves to get fined because that's definitely unacceptable and unsafe. I mean, especially after the checkered flag where the race just ended. So yeah, I'm going green flag on that one. But that wraps up our fly the flag segment, and we will move on to our power rankings. So Bull, would you like to give yours out first?
Yeah, I can. I mean, pretty much, I'm going to go ahead and say 1 through 4 is obviously the four guys racing for the championship.
Mhm.
So I'll just skip that. I mean, we're pretty much all both going to have the same four. But I am going to give a number 5. And it's going to go to Todd Gilliland, a guy that we've not
Okay.
talked about hardly ever on this show. But last week had a ninth place finish. I'm sorry, had a ninth place finish at Martinsville and a second place finish at Dega. The
Mhm.
last 2 weeks has been having a heck of two races. And at one point, he was up there racing for third at Martinsville. Just having a good last couple races. So give a shout out to Todd Gilliland and put him at number 5.
There we go. I like that. I like that. All right.
And
So,
then yeah, 1 through 4, just the four championship guys. You can put them in any order. I
yeah.
don't really think there's a set order to put them in, but
Yeah.
we call it all
Yeah.
1A, 1B.
Yeah. I got you there for sure. I mean, no debate there. And just going off my top 5 lists this week after Martinsville, coming in at number 5, I got Denny Hamlin. I mean, finishing 35th in Martinsville after losing an engine, showed speed early throughout the race. I mean, we saw him running up in the top 5 earlier up until that engine failure. But I mean, it's no problem with that win in Las Vegas. He's already on to the championship round to compete for his first title in Phoenix. So, I mean, Phoenix has been a good track for him. I mean, he finished runner up to his JGR teammate Christopher Bell back in the spring. Came close to winning in that one, but yeah, I definitely feel like from everything that we saw earlier this year from Denny Hamlin up until the playoffs, I definitely feel like that 11 car is going to be bad fast in Phoenix. So yeah, I got Hamlin at number 5. And coming in at number 4, I got the 12 car of Ryan Blaney, finishing runner up to William Byron in Martinsville. Had one of the strongest cars. He led a total of 177 laps. Throughout the day, he was able to work his way up through the field from 31st starting position to try to put himself in position to win in advance for the third year in a row at Martinsville. But I mean, unfortunate situation for him as he was able to lose the lead to William Byron with 44 laps to go. But even though he's not advancing to the championship round in Phoenix, I mean, overall, just a great season for Blaney, and I mean, he's definitely going to have a great 2026 for sure. So yeah, I got Blaney at number 4. And then coming in at number 3, I got William Byron. Obviously, our winner at Martinsville, picking up his third win of the season. Led a race high 304 laps. Advances on to the championship for the third year in a row. And I mean, overall, it finally worked out for Byron at the end. I mean, he's shown speed. I know I keep bringing it up, but he's shown speed at Las Vegas and at Talladega. Had a chance to win both those races. But unfortunately, he didn't get the results that he wanted. But yeah, I think Phoenix has been a really good track for William Byron. And I mean, he always goes in there bringing fast cars, running up front, leading laps, and I definitely expect to see that 24 car up front next week. I mean, especially with the momentum that they're on right now. And but yeah, they're definitely heating up at the right time. And it'll be interesting to see if Byron can break through to get his first Cup Series championship. And coming in at number 2, I got Chase Briscoe, finishing 37th today, or not today, 37th at Martinsville. Had an engine failure, just like his teammate Denny Hamlin. But no big deal. I mean, he won Talladega last week, so he's already on to the championship 4. Already going to Phoenix. Did not show speed that we're used to seeing throughout the race at Martinsville. I mean, he showed top 10 speed, but not anything to build off that momentum from that Talladega win. But overall, I'm not really concerned about Briscoe. I mean, it was one race. I feel like he's definitely going to be a factor to break through to get his first championship in his first season with JGR. So I got Briscoe at 2. And then topping off my power rankings this week, I got the 5 car of Kyle Larson, 5th place finish at Martinsville. Had a fast car throughout the day, running up in the top 5 a majority of the race. I mean, they're showing speed at the right time, just like his Hendrick teammate William Byron. Had a great round of 8, showed great speed at Las Vegas, came close to finally breaking through on a super speedway to win at Talladega. Came close to doing that. Going into Phoenix with lots of momentum, obviously, and he definitely has a great chance to become a 2-time champion. So yeah, those are my top 5 power rankings this week. And was there anything else that you wanted to talk about, or do you feel like we pretty much covered everything?
I think we're good.
All right, man. All right. So yeah, that will do it for this episode of the Slide Job podcast. Make sure you leave a like, hit that subscribe button, follow us at CX Pod Network, and make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. And you can follow us on Twitter at bull_81818. You can follow Colton at Colt_45, and you can follow myself at Ben Miller PXP on Twitter. And up until then, we will see you guys in the next one. Have a great rest of your week. Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace.